Soup time. Soup time.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Okay. I have a voice of an angel.
You've asked for this soup so many times. I fear that you're going to turn into a tortellini. A tortellini. Don't you know it's a tortellini?
Wow. I love this soup. It has pasta, tortellini, cheese, crumbled sausage.
Why do you ask for it all the
veggies?
time?
Because it has like this perfect combination of flavor. It's not too rich. It's like a very brothy, liquidy soup, but it has all the right things. And you threw some cayenne there, you know. To be a little...
Flatter me more.
It's fantastic.
So it starts off with some Italian sausage that I just took out of the casing and crumbled up and cooked in a pan. You don't need to add any oil, just crumbled Italian sausage, pre-cooked.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go through all the ingredients here that you need to prep in advance before you add them into a big pot. So I have some mirepoix. I'm really into that.
Mirepoix? Isn't mirepoix French? Not Italian?
Mirepoix. How do you say it?
Mirepoix. Mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
Okay.
So mirepoix is some diced up carrots, some celery, and some onion. So you just want to take like celery sticks. Make sure you kind of cut off the tops of them, make them look nice and pretty. These I got pre-cut into carrot sticks, celery sticks,
Smart.
Which really helps. And then you just want to do a little dicey dice. So you just need to put them together, and then you just run your knife through it and see how easy you can just get nice little diced up celery. You love your veggies.
Please.
So to this mirepoix, I add in a little bit of minced garlic. And then we have some chicken broth. I like low sodium. You can use the full sodium if you want.
So you can control the salt level. That's a good.
And then look at this sad little, so I got Parmesan Reggiano in the grocery store just so I could get the rind. And look at the rind that was on my order.
That's a mistake. That's like a mistake. They didn't mean to give you that.
I think somebody was laughing at me when they gave me this piece of Parmesan Reggiano.
But that adds a lot of flavor, right?
It does. So you're gonna put this into your broth. And then I have some tomatoes here. So you just get whole tomatoes in a can, like you're gonna make a tomato sauce. And then do you wanna pull out 4 of them?
Sure.
You just wanna use the whole tomatoes. I use about 4.
Right in here?
Yes. 4, 5, 6. If you wanna add a little bit more, you can. So you get the whole plum tomatoes.
This is nice.
And then if you wanna take those plum tomatoes, that's perfect.
Okay.
And just kind of pull them apart.
Oh, I see.
So they're kind of shredded, but you don't want like the extra tomato sauce. You just want those pulled tomatoes just like that. And then we have some spices, or some herbs, I mean. Sorry, herbs, spices.
Ooh, herbs. Herbies. What are
So I have
these?
some fennel seeds that just really plays nicely off of the sausage. I have a little bit of Italian seasoning there. Salt, pepper, tortellini.
Oh, this is the best. Just like frozen tortellini, you get throw it in
Just
water.
in the grocery store in the bag. A little bit of tomato paste, which is gonna make like our light cream broth a little bit tomatoey, a little bit blush. Cream, speaking of cream.
Perfecto.
And as you said, your favorite part, kale.
Kale. So all this goes in a pot and you call it a day?
Pretty much. Let me show you exactly what you need.
That's what I'm talking about. Are we going to the stove?
Wow, you're feeling...
Oh. Are we going to the stove?
Did you work out today?
All right, what are we doing?
Okay, so we have a big pot here. You need a big soup pot. You're going to cook your sausage ahead of time. Like I said, put it aside. Make sure it's drained. There's not that extra oil in there. And then just add a little bit of olive oil to your pot. Just like, probably like that. Just to coat the bottom. And then you're gonna add all your veggies. So your mirepoix, your carrots, celery, and onion. And then you also wanna add your garlic.
You do garlic at the same time?
Do garlic at the same time.
Okay.
And you just wanna sweat this off over like medium heat until your veggies just cook a little bit and they're not so raw. So maybe just a few minutes.
Okay.
So our mirepoix is nice and sweated. And it's time to add our second batch of ingredients,
Do it.
which is starting with chicken broth. So we're gonna add about 8 cups of chicken broth.
That's a lot of chicken broth.
Mm-hmm.
Chug.
Okay, so after you add that chicken broth, then you want to add your whole tomatoes, the ones that you pulled apart.
Yum.
And then I'm going to add in my mini parm rind. Hopefully yours is bigger.
Mm.
And then I'll give it nice flavor after it starts to come to a simmer. And then I'm going to add my herbs right in there, my dried herbs.
See, for me, these
my
fennel seeds make the entire soup. I love this.
I do just a little bit of salt because you're adding a lot of salt from the chicken broth and the sausage and all that. And then I do a generous amount of black pepper right in there too. And then you just want to mix them all together, all those ingredients. And you're just going to let this come to a simmer.
How long does that usually take?
Just, I don't know, 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Depends on how high your heat is, but you can really crank it up.
Sweet.
So our soup is simmering, and it's time for the best part, Eric.
Tortellini.
The tortellini. So you're
in.
just gonna add your tortellini to your hot soup, and you're just gonna let it cook just like you would on the package instructions. So usually it's about 3 to 5 minutes. The tortellinis just finished cooking. And guess what I just found? The parm rind. You gotta take that out. You can't leave it in there because you don't want somebody chewing on a parm rind. And once the tortellinis cook, then you gotta add in your sausage. All of it back in. You wanna give it a good stir. And then you wanna add in a little bit of cream. And this is gonna create just a light cream soup. And then you're going to add a little tomato paste in there. And that's gonna create that blush color and add just a slight tomato flavor. Mix that in. And then once it's mixed in, the final touch is your chopped kale. Just for Eric.
Yum. Hide it amongst
kale.
the pasta and sausage.
Pop it all in and give it a good stir. Wait for it to wilt for 2-3 minutes, and then you're good to go. That's it. Pretty easy.
Very easy.
While I was taking pictures, how many spoonfuls of broth did you have?
I had a preview or two.
So how is it?
Please, can we try again? Oh my.
The fennel seeds?
Mmm.
Oh.
That's what I love most. The sausage as a nice little heat in the tortellini. I mean, cheese pasta and soup like that. And every other ingredient in this makes it perfect.
Check this out on tastefullygrace.com.
You won't regret it. See you. I love celery.
So, and then to this mirepoix, I add a little extra something. You're like super far over, by the way. Do I smell?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Do I smell?
To this mirepoix.